Welcome, everyone. Please rise, remove your hats, and silence all cell phones for the presentation of the colors and the singing of our national anthem.
Dawn's early light, what so proud
Thank you to the Frank Crescent American Legion Post 24 for the presentation of the colors, and to Mr. Raymer and the Treble Clef Choir for the singing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special day for the class of 2016. My name is Bob Kopolowski, and I couldn't be prouder to be the principal of Badger High School. We have had a tremendous year at Badger with an amazing number of accomplishments. We are very proud of all of our graduates. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first senior speaker, Matthew Compton.
Hello. I would like to start by thanking the amazing faculty and staff here at Badger High School. Thank you also to all the friends and family who have supported us along the way. And lastly, a round of applause for the graduating class of 2016. I believe what I'm supposed to do in this situation is try and take you all through the high school experience by telling stories about the years while using highly personal anecdotes along with giving some motivational cues and inspiration. Now trust me, I am not the most qualified to be giving the speech in any way, but yet here I am. First things first, I would like to thank SparkNotes, Wikipedia, and Red Bull for making all this happen. Without you, I most likely wouldn't be here today. But I would like to begin with freshman year. I can compare it much to an epic we read that year called The Odyssey. We had to fight the scary monsters called locks on our lockers, dodge Josh Doyle knocking over anything he saw in the hallways. We had to push through freshman swimming unit and reading Romeo and Juliet. What felt like 10 years was really only a few months. Homer, the author of The Odyssey, said, "There's a time for many words, and there's also a time for sleep." Now, as freshmen, we decided the time for words was much more important than their sleep, but balanced that out senior year when we took a nap any time we could. Sophomore year, we thought we had it all figured out. If you ever go to a gym and see that one guy screaming just to let you know how much he can lift, that was us sophomores. There are only a few things that can humble a sophomore: AP European History, chemistry, or getting shoulder checked by that big senior in the hallway. A quote from the illustrious Kanye West sums up sophomore year: "I still think I'm the greatest." Well said, Jesus. We are the greatest. Junior year, so close, but yet so far. Many of your friends had gone off to college, leaving you behind to cry at night while cramming for your AP tests. Whether it was spending 7 hours on Miss Taylor's AP US history outlines or scrambling to get your ACT score up, you are finally an upperclassman. But the dreams of being as cool as Troy Bolton in High School Musical are brutally crushed when you figure out being an upperclassman just means teachers can assign you more homework. Lastly, senior year. We finally did it. Now the fantasies of being the big kid on the block are not true. Apparently it's not allowed to put a kid in the garbage can anymore. But hey, we're almost there. We are almost done. The day we have been counting down for years. You try to take the easiest schedule without looking at too easy for college. November and December are the most stressful months of high school with college applications and trying to figure out what your future holds. It is similar to finding a wife on eHarmony, the college. You searched all over the state and the country, you scoured the internet just to find the perfect match. You finally find the one, you decide you devote your life to her. You try to condense your whole life into a 650-word essay and fill in a few blanks on a form. You wait till the last minute at 11:55 on the day it is due. After the last tear is shed, you get an email. "Thanks, bud. You'll know in about 4 months." 4 months later, a letter comes in the mail. The passive-aggressive, "We appreciate you, blah, blah. This is the toughest applicants in history, blah, blah. You've been denied." Ouch. Yet, she doesn't know you sent a bunch of backup proposals to other great eHarmony proposals. But the nice thing is, you're going to college. Yet, the year isn't over. Now you start the longest months of school. The loss of motivation to do any work and senioritis comes in full force. But that last week of May is one we'll never forget, the end of high school. Now, the great Dr. Seuss once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Some may be reluctant to say high school was a time we will never forget, but it has shaped us into the people we are today. High school has drawn up a sketch of directions, similar directions your mom gives you, and we all know how good mom is at giving directions. Nevertheless, we begin our journey. Sent in our applications to the real world, and I called MTV. They only have like 8 spots. Hopefully we get it. I'm truly honored to be representing this class of acclaimed students. Together we have achieved so much through our years at Badger. We have brought home many conference championships, accumulated thousands of dollars in scholarships, and accumulated tens of thousands of tweets. We've won many academic awards along the way. The students sitting next to me are the finest Badger High has to offer. I am very proud to have spent 4 amazing years at Badger High School, and I want to wish all you the best in whatever endeavor you choose moving forward in life. As the illustrious DJ Khaled said, "They don't want you to win." I'm not 100% sure who they are, but we will all face obstacles in our lives, and hopefully this experience in high school has taught us how to overcome them and thrive in life. Thank you again, class of 2016. I would now like to introduce Lizzie Stolo.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major milestones of our lives, high school graduation. This is a major step in the journey of our lives, one that should be recognized for its immense significance. It is an act of personal commitment, sacrifice, and pride. Graduating is a rite of passage, but our culture isn't the only one with rites of passage. Thankfully, all rites of passage are less treacherous than most. For example, in the country of Nagel, men bungee jump, tying lianas vines, a native plant known for its elasticity, to their ankles. Then they jump off the edge of a giant tower, plunging headfirst towards the hard ground below. Their objective is to brush their head on the ground without breaking one's neck. If the jumper survives, he's a man, a very, very lucky man. While there may have been times throughout our high school careers where plummeting off a large tower seemed like a good idea, like studying and preparing for AP tests, or when writing timed essays in English class, thankfully we made the wiser choice. And look, we survived. We could have had to endure the rite of passage common in Australia, the Aborigine walkabout. The Aboriginal tribes send young men and women into the wilderness for 6 months to test whether they are ready to become men, much like the first few weeks of freshman year when we all questioned whether or not we would survive. Especially the freshman swimming unit, when several members of our tribe pretended to be suffering from the woman's curse in order to avoid this grueling experience. And believe it or not, the natives of the Mantawa Islands sharpen the teeth of female Mantawans who have reached puberty with a rock and chisel, filing them down to points. And while we don't file teeth, sometimes we have made it feel less painful than taking the WKC MAPS testing, the Plan, the Explore, the PSAT, the WorkKeys, the ACT, and AP testing, along with all of the formative assessments, summative assessments, quarter assessments, and don't forget those semester assessments. In addition, to ensure we would have the strength and perseverance to face more of life's challenges, we had to endure a different torturous rite of passage called sophomore health class. Remember that uncomfortable, awkward silence as the teacher talked about our body parts, and giggles and nervous laughter during the birthing unit? I remember the trials and tribulations we faced that brings us to our own rite of passage today. I look back on these years fondly with hope for our future. I look forward to the coming years filled with college graduation, employment, money, fancy cars, a big mansion, a yacht, a giant engagement ring, and don't forget that jacuzzi. To borrow a few of the popular songs from our time, I'd like to leave you with some sage advice for your future. When facing new challenges, always come in like a wrecking ball. Live your life like tomorrow doesn't exist, and don't be afraid to swing from your chandelier or fly like a bird through the night. And when life becomes troublesome, just shake it off and lean on your friends and family for support. Whatever you do, don't be so hard on yourself, and if all else fails, just shut up and dance. From this day forward, let us make each decision with our best interests in mind. Let us believe in ourselves so that we may reach our goals and fulfill our dreams. Let us have the courage to face life's problems, and let us use the skills our teachers and parents have given us to make the world a better place. We start by taking steps across this stage and crossing over into the next phase of our journey. So here's to our future. Congratulations, class of 2016. And now I'd like to introduce to the stage Superintendent Dr. Gottinger.
Those were fantastic speeches and humorous, so the humor's over. So great job, kids, and congratulations, class of 2016. Class of 2016 has been a great class. Family, friends, parents, all of those who are here today to support you, we appreciate your efforts in helping them be successful also. I'd also like to express a deep sense of gratitude to the Board of Education to provide the programs that have prepared you for the future. And I'd like to introduce those board members who are with us today to help hand out diplomas and the people who are responsible for approving the programs that you students have had. With us today to hand out diplomas are Janet Giovanetti, Nikki Seisel, and Patricia Walter. Thank you for all you do and for all your support of public education and the education of our students. I also have a little bit of a message, and again, I apologize, we left the humor to the students. I'm going to start this out with something that happened this past week. On May 18th, 2016, a week before her 91st birthday, Mrs. Helen Jacobson passed away. Helen Jacobson had been on the Badger board for 37 and a half years. For you students who are sitting here today, she's been off the board for about a year and a half. So 2.5 years of your education, she also served on the board. I can tell you that if she were here today, she'd be very proud of your accomplishments, and she was very proud to be a board member. She was a servant leader. Family, church, community, and school were especially important to her. I bring that up today on a day of celebration because as I attended her funeral services this past week, I marveled at the number of people who stated she had a life well lived. And that's our hope for you, that your story of your life be entitled a life well lived. You have a number of chapters that have already been written in your life story, many related to school, I would imagine, as you spent about 13 of your 18 years in school. Some of those entries in your life story are probably happy, some of them may be sad. At Badger, you've all had your own stories about relationships. I think somebody mentioned that before, boyfriends, girlfriends, relationships that have been good, relationships maybe not so good. Academics, some of you are honor students and have done a great job here academically, and some of you maybe have struggled a bit to earn that cap and gown that you're wearing today. And of course, participation in all the extracurricular activities. Your speakers spoke about all of the great things that you've done, and some of you probably participated at a very, very high level, and maybe some of you struggled to get playing time or to be involved, but you were all part of a team. All of those have gone into making your life well lived story to this point. But now what, as you go forward? How will you define yourself as a young adult, a life well lived? Will it be money? That seems to be something that a lot of people are interested in. Entry into a prestigious university that Matt Compton so eloquently stated about rejection and acceptance letters. Professional employment, service to others, dedication to a cause or to a faith, those all are in your hands. You get to determine your own definition of a life well lived and write your own chapters. The education you have received at Badger High School will provide you with a solid foundation to help you have a life that can be defined as well lived. The Board of Education, administration, and staff at Badger High School all congratulate you and wish you much success as you proceed down the path of a life well lived. While I'm speaking of a life well lived for you, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize Mr. Bob Kopolowski, principal at Badger, as a man has helped you live your life to the fullest at Badger and provides to you and many more before you as a role model in the definition of a life well lived. For 27 years, the past 8 as principal at Badger High School, Mr. K has believed in you and all the other students before you. His servant leadership has always been directed to provide for the best interests of the students at Badger, always driving you toward our mission to make our students respectful, responsible citizens. As we celebrate and congratulate the class of 2016, you deserve this very much. We must also celebrate Mr. K, Badger Bob, who will also be graduating. The legacy he will leave behind is truly the mark of a man who is leading a well-lived life. Let us now recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2016, and I would like to introduce Mr. Bob Kopolowski as we get ready to honor our graduates. Thank you.
Family and friends, the accomplishments of the class of 2016 are staggering. Nearly 1/3 of the class, or 114 students, are graduating with honors cords. Five students finished within 0.1 of each other for the top grade point average. Would the following students please stand and be recognized? Mick Borchert, Giovanna Dana, Alexandra Ritzman, Shannon Lojeski, and Monica Stark. And let's have a giant round of applause for all of our other honor students and all of our students who have worked so hard to get to this day. National, state, and conference championships were achieved in numerous activities. This class has truly left its mark on Badger High School. Students in the class of 2016, I speak directly to you now. Congratulations to all of you on your hard work and effort you have put forth so far. All of you should be quite proud today. If there was one piece of advice I could offer you as you move forward, it is to be ready for much more change. You spent 13 years of your life, from kindergarten until now, preparing to get ready for your future. Well, ready or not, the future is here. Maybe you are the first in your family to graduate from high school. Some of you have had family and friends supporting you every step of the way, while others have been on your own for quite some time now. In 3 short months, perhaps you are moving on to college, to technical school, the military, or maybe you are moving into the workplace tomorrow morning. Time and opportunity will change your lives. Many of the friends you have now will be fond memories in 5 years. You will have new friends, new opportunities, new challenges. Will you go forward undaunted by the many challenges ahead of you, or will you let those challenges control you? Will you embrace the changes that surely will be a part of your life, or will you be stuck living in past accomplishments and achievements? The intriguing aspect of your life right now is that old cliche that you control your own destiny. With your diploma, you control your future, you control your life. Take on the challenges life presents you. Seek out the new adventures and opportunities. Leave your mark on your world by helping to make the lives of those around you better. As Theodore Roosevelt told us, do what you can with what you have where you are. Embrace the changes that are surely coming. One of my favorite books is Undaunted Courage. It is a story of Lewis and Clark succeeding against almost overwhelming odds, exploring from the Mississippi River to the Pacific Ocean. The journey is full of danger and many setbacks. In the end, their goal is accomplished, just like your goal of graduating high school. But the real journey is just beginning. Go forward and face your challenges directly. Reach out to help others in the trials of day-to-day life. Don't lose sight of your goals. Live your life with undaunted courage. Thank you. Representatives of the school board. As principal of Lake Geneva Genoa City Union High School, I would like to certify to you that these students have met the graduation requirements necessary for a Badger High School diploma. I present to you the class of 2016. The students will now receive their diplomas with Student Council officers Julia Adams and Tiana Howard reading off the names. To keep things moving in a timely manner, please hold your applause until all the names are read. Also, as a courtesy to those around you, please refrain from using whistles, air horns, or other loud devices. Thank you.
I'm going first. So I don't know.
Ready?
Wait, do you want her to read my name? Sure. Julia Adams. Carlos Albaran. Morgan Anderson. Lauren Antle. Guadalupe Aranda. Martine Aranda. Ruben Aranda. Vanessa Aranda. Ariel Ayala. Joshua Bakken. Mitchell Barnett. Bridget Bartel. Juliana Barton. Lena Backdoor. Alexis Bates. Megan Batts. Leah Bodine. I got you. Alyssa Berg. Jake Burhorst. Stephanie Constance Bessenhofer. Cody Fedek. Chad Bevan. Josh Booker.
Mick Borchard.
Mick Borchert.
Luke Borneff.
Luke Borneff.
Davin.
James Bowen. Mitchell Bowler.
Do I step on that?
Mackenzie Brandt. Katie Brewer. Joshua Brum. Simon Brzezinski. Casey Burmeister. Ayla Butler. Michael Butler. Akil Calandra Jackson. Raylene Connie.
Ryan Carlson.
Ryan Carlson.
Christian Carter.
Christian Carter.
Are you walking? Yeah, we're walking. Are you gonna come back?
Raleigh Leach. Jose Castro. Cassandra Cavins. Kira Chicola.
Patrick Chadowski.
Patrick Chadowski.
Jessica Clary.
Jessica Clary.
Sydney Collins.
Sydney Collins. Matthew Compton. Raul Cordova. Raul Cosme.
Chase Craig.
Chase Gregg.
It's okay, I'm so great. I know.
Jordan Creighton. Madison Cromie.
Gabriel
Gabriel Cruz. Cameron Cullen. Tony Curtis. Giovanna Dana. Shayna Davison. John Dawson. Becca DeLuca. Sammy DeVito. Caitlin Deechweiler.
You might want to. Yep.
Zachary Ditzenberger. Nicholas Domries. Cassandra Don Diego. Stephanie Duell. Haley Doopy. Kaylee Eggy. I'm blanking. Amanda Elgin. What's your name?
Jordan Enright.
What?
E-N-R-I-G.
Jordan Enright. Marissa Escobar.
Ezekiel
Ezekiel
Espinosa.
Espinoza.
What's your last name again?
Thank you, I'm very nervous. Matthew Fenton.
Aiden.
Aiden Flannery.
Yep.
Aiden Flannery. Dale Fishbach.
What a boy, you know my name.
John Tiplinski.
I don't know. Adriana Forrester.
Adriana Forrester.
You did it great. Montana Frazier.
Thank you, I'm very nervous. I keep forgetting things. Fontana Frazier.
Elza Freitag.
Elza Freitag.
Sal Garcia.
Sal Garcia.
Tristan Giesler.
Tristan Giesland.
That's my name. Just kidding.
Name's
Riley Gentile.
Riley Gentili.
I'm blanking out hard. Kelly, what's your last name? Kelly Gerlitz. Thank you.
Kelly Gerlitz.
Brian Getch. Getch.
Ryan Getch. Salvador Gomez. Holly Green. Grayson Grimsley. Taylor Gritzner. Tanner Hagan.
Trevor Hagler.
Trevor Hagler.
Nicholas James.
Nicholas James Halpin. Madison Haltley. Sarah Hamilton. Tristan Harris. Rachel Hayes. Crystal Marie Haynes. Sierra Haynes.
Yeah.
Connor Hendrickson.
Do I go?
Daniela Hernandez. Dictor Hernandez. Edith Hernandez. Maria Hernandez.
Jacob Hester.
Jacob Hester.
Study hall freshman year.
Josh Hetz. Shelby Hill. Andrea Henestroza.
Emerson John Hakavar. Emerson John Hakavar.
Emerson John Hakavar. Kendra Hurt. John Holman. Carol Lynn Holman. Christina Howard. William Hudick. Corey Huffman. Aubrey Hughes. Brianna Rose Hughes. Abigail Grace Hummel. Megan Hutchinson.
Austin Daniel Jackson.
Austin Daniel Jackson.
Alec Jared Jacobson.
Alec Jared Jacobson. Angelica Jimenez.
Bradley Charles Johnson III.
Bradley Charles Johnson III. Kayla Elizabeth Johnson. Kylie Johnson. Selena Johnson. Jonathan Jones. Christina Canellis. Claudia Klaspiric. Brianna Kelly. Dylan Kelly. Reginald Kelly.
Zachary Kiskowski.
Zachary Kiskowski. Troy Kirch. Angela Klein. Savannah Kirk. Curtis Canal. Aiden Kokadinsky.
Kohler.
Catherine Kohler.
Elizabeth Kopp.
Elizabeth Kopp.
Yep.
Tyler Kopolowski.
No, I'm so nervous. I don't have you.
Caitlin Kramer. Jesse Kremser. Autumn Kreplin. Bailey Kruger.
Chase Kruger.
Chase Kruger. Christian Kajawa. Taylor Kumar.
Philip Kutch.
Philip Kutch. Mimi Lance. Madison LaPlante. Nick Laskowski. Brittany LaValle. Dominic Lazzaroni. Jimmy Lee. Elizabeth Lee. Jamie Leo. Brandon Lundgren. Keely Lofi. Kylie Lofi.
Shannon Rose. Good job. Shannon Rose.
Shannon Rose Lejeski.
Are you ready?
Good.
Ready. Okay. You're gonna step up. Okay. Ready?
Javier Lopez.
William Richard Lorenz, first of his name. Yes. Yes.
William Richard Lorenz, the first to his name. Zach Lukowski. Alexandra Madden.
Catherine Madden. Yeah.
Catherine Madigan.
Brianna Mackey.
Brianna Mackey.
Cassandra Mackey. Yeah.
Cassandra Mackey. Thomas Mikowski. Brittany Martinez. Christian Martinez. Isaiah Marks.
Megan McKinnon.
Megan McKinnon. Shay McLafferty. Caitlin McManus. Tyler Meckler. Amanda Meyer. Josh Meyer. Joanna Lee Melendez. Julia Melson. Michael Melson. Michael Melson. Marcella Mendoza. Cassie Menina. Sophia Mary. Thomas Messman. Bailey McMurshisen. Cole Mykrit. Chris Mira. Dejanae Mitchell. Logan Mitchell. Jordan Monroe. Aaron Montez de Oca. Okay. Eastleigh Antonia Montoya. Nadine Morales. Devin Mumford. Matthew Murray. Rebecca Murray. Robert Mutimer. DeAndre Newell. No, it's cool. Samantha Newton. John Nesia. Oh my gosh. Jonathan Nesia. Samantha Nimmer. Noah Northern. Aubrey Olson. Bryce Osborne. Anthony Osnotch. Dylan Otero.
For my sister, it's Michelle Pacheco, known as Chachi. Yeah.
Daniel Pacheco. Michelle Pacheco.
May Pinkman. Pinkman. Yeah. It's okay. Okay, yeah. Brianna May Pinkman. Okay, good.
Brianna May Pakedon.
Alright, ready? Alexis Carmela Pease.
Alexis Carmela Pease.
Kendra Pease.
Kendra Pease. Nicholas Pedraza. Rosemary Pegow. Marisol Perez Torres. Mari Cruz Perez. Alex Peschman. Michael Peter. Leo Peters. Angela Peroni. Ambria Pinkowski. Taylor Pletcher. Andrew Plock. Abigail Porras.
Lorena Prieto. Oh my God, Prieto. I don't know, Prieto. Okay. What's your name? Lorena.
Lorena Prieto. Kayla Ray Probst.
CNQ. Yeah. CNQ.
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 Kevin Quast.
Patrick Quinn. Doesn't matter.
Patrick Quinn.
Can you say the more ring?
The Mora Ring.
What do you think? Do Alexandra Jet.
Alexandra Ritzman. Adiana Rodriguez. Alexa Rowan. Kimberly Romero. Peyton James Roy.
Crystal Rauch.
Crystal Raucho. Shauna Ruck. Cody Sadikoff.
Don't say me. Just don't say me. Don't say me. Dylan? Salmon. Yeah.
Dylan Samony. Sal Sanchez.
Gabriela Castro Sandoval.
Gabrielle Castro Sandoval.
Tyler Clark Saunders. Is that your middle name? It's a family name.
Tyler Clark Saunders, sorry.
Saunders.
Alec Schultz. Spencer Schladen. Byron Schmaling. Jordan Schneider.
Good job, you did.
Taylor Schneider. Cruz Schuster. Heather Schutte. Blake Scott. Mercedes Sharkis. Amanda Marie Shea.
Amanda!
Mia Sheffield.
Tried real hard.
Roma Smith. Brittany Solberg. Francisco Sosa. Levi Dennis Speckman. Hunter Stanislawski. Monica Stark. Michaela Studman.
Christina Stefan. You know me.
Christina Steffen. Emily Steinmetz. Lizzie Stolo. Calvin Stork. Isabel Street.
We're gonna go
JT Solzer. Jonathan Tafola. Keegan Twilliger. Caitlin Tice. Samantha Ashley Tisa. Tori Tiso. Keep going. Mitchell Ames Turnow. Jessica Torres. Kaylee Trent. Aaron Utesh. Stephanie Vialoli. Tyler Vandevelde.
Noel Vargas. Yeah, Vargas.
Noel Vargas. Noah Vorpal.
All right, do it.
Alec Wagner. Clay Wallstead. Megan Warren.
Do you know my name? Don't say it.
Amber Westerland.
Don't say Amber.
Ashley Westerland. Hayden Wyrack.
Stephen Weeder.
Stephen Weeder.
Wise. Yes.
Emily Wise.
Just a little bit. I've probably never talked to you yet.
Kayla Ruck. Kyle Young. The one and only Aram Zafar.
Sam Zero.
Sam Zerung. Justine Zion. Leslie Zielinski. Isaac Zervogel. Madison Hannah Zukowski.
You already know my name. Do you want your middle name? No.
Carolyn Zawicki.
Sophia Georgilov.
Sophia Georgilov. Tiana Howard.
class of 2016, please stand. Move your tassels. And one last time, family and friends, the graduating class of 2016.